What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another night here at the Tuck, where we give you our unbiased, uncensored, and sometimes unpopular opinions on nothing other than our current obsession, RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 14. My name is Elijah, and before we begin, I'm really hoping you guys are showing us some love on social media. We're going to attach our IG and Twitter handles below, so make sure that you follow and let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. But enough about me. I am joined by my also-talented co-hosts, Raymond and Edward. Say hello, guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Unfortunately, our Queen Bee, Welington, couldn't be present tonight, but we shall carry on the torch, and we're
gonna do what we gotta do, baby.
Got this. We'll make this
we
work.
Got this. Not our guys like cashing the check but not being present. Like, what's going on?
Anywho. All right, so let's just dive right in. We are on episode 3 already. Like, I can't believe we're on episode 3. I remember watching trailers for the show and being so excited, and here we are 3 weeks later. So
3 weeks later, and all the queens are still here.
No, but 2 went home, and then they got brought back, though.
I know. Well,
what's up with that?
I'm not mad about Betty personally. I think that she had a lot to show.
Well, that's crazy because I like Orion's story, so I'm happy that she was brought back. It's basically because she's a cute boy. Like, her confessionals, I'm just like, cutie. But I want to see more, and we'll get to that.
I'm not mad at these queens coming back. I think we could have, like, we'll get into it.
Eli's not off it. His face says it all. He is not.
You know what? I'm not a fan of either Orion's story or Diabetes, so I really wasn't mad to see them go. And to be quite honest, like, if I was a contestant and I sent 2 of these bitches home, or like these bitches went home, I would be mad as fuck. Like,
true.
I would literally be salty as a mug. Like, what?
Oh my! I mean, yes, very that. Longest season ever. I already see it coming.
Yeah, I really wasn't crazy about that, but I think it was a pleasant surprise for them. Let them get another opportunity. Let them start fresh, and game on. Like, the game starts now. So,
but I honestly wasn't surprised. I knew that was happening. So if that was the girls, I would have been like, okay, like,
really?
Yes.
I mean,
they're untucked. When they're driving in the car, it wasn't as dramatic as it usually is.
Right.
They did a circle in the parking lot.
I just feel like it's so early, like, for Ru to be saving girls already. Like, he's gonna save them now, and then he's gonna save them up.
Well, I think that's gonna be the gag, is that he's not gonna save anyone. It's gonna be down to the candy bar.
Right.
Well,
there's gonna be no doubles Shantae's, I don't think.
Well, I'm very glad, Edward, that you brought the candy bars up, because let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it at the end, because I got a lot to say, and I don't want to run up the first half of the episode of me being chatty about this. Let me not.
All right. So, episode 3, we are shown the girls are participating in a ball challenge, and we see a lot of different outfits. We see a lot of different looks. We have 2 different themes. One of them is like a hide and chic, so we see a lot of animal print, a lot of zebra, some leopard, and then the other girls are sorry about that, guys. The other girls are shown in like these ball gowns, red, white, and blue balls. So we see not blue balls, chair. Anyway, we see a lot of colors, a lot of very.
Yes, no, definitely. It was, first of all, it
red,
was
white, and blue.
42 looks. Like, I know RuPaul was not out here clocking these 42 looks.
42 much, chair.
He absolutely
because that was it was too much for me.
No, thank you. But yeah, I get why they did it. Like, give those girls the screen time that kind of equals out to the amount of money and effort they put into these outfits. Because imagine paying for all this and not being able to get to that episode. Like,
that's exactly what I was about to say. I'm like, a lot of these queens have to take out loans or just finagle how to get these outfits, so it is an opportunity for them to still kind of present a look and make a staple for themselves, so that way when they are attending DragCon or they are having their their show at their local bar, or they can travel, they can still use those pieces. So I'm happy that they have that opportunity. But what brings me to question is what else is to come, because to have the ball on pretty much episode 1, like, the other 2 was just episode 1 and episode 2 was an extended, like, get to know the queens.
Right.
It was really first episode, and it was like a season's worth of outfits. So I'm really curious to see how they're gonna spin this season, girls.
Yeah, like you said, it was so early on that they introduced us to this challenge. It was, with so many girls. Like I feel like if there were less, maybe it would make a little more sense. But
I just honestly, by the fifth look, I forgot what I was looking at. Like I was just so lost. I was like, this is a lot. First of all, let's disclaimer for everybody: we are not going over all these 42 looks. You thought we don't got that type of time. But no, I think overall though, if I had to sit there and pit each group against each other, I personally think that the girls who did the red, white, and blue ball did better than the hide and chic ball. Personally, because I just felt like, I don't know, maybe I also feel like it was easier for them too, because it's hard to put all these prints and colors together and form a cute, like well thought out look. In regards to like the red, white, and blue, like you just have to piece it together. It's very easy.
Red, white, and blue, it looked tacky.
I thought they were eating though, like
the zebra girls, the hide and chic girls were eating, because that's where the challenge is at. Those patterns that they were doing were insane, especially who was it? Alyssa. I think Alyssa had a cunt zebra look. That one ate.
Oh no, yes.
That was hard. I wouldn't know what the hell to do with zebra. I would look like Snook in the Jersey Shore.
Right. You know what? I think it's hard for me to really pick a side, to be honest. I think that some of my favorites were on the red, white, and blue side, so I think it's a little bit biased, my opinion. But I would have to go with the red, white, and blue girls. I thought that they did such a good job. I loved the looks. I mean, like I said, some of my favorites are on that side. So Georges and Jiria and Lady Camden. So I thought that they were.
Are those the people you picked for the drag fantasy team? Who did you pick for your drag fantasy team?
For my first week? No, I chose. I did choose Lady Camden because I'm a Ride or Die fan. That's just how I am. I don't think I chose Georges this week.
I like Georges a lot.
I like him. I like her a lot too, but I don't think I chose her on my fantasy this week. I want to give the opportunity to some of the other girls to shine. So I don't want to put all my eggs in all my favorites. But I will stay loyal to my Lady Camden.
Whatever. Well, for those listening, we on the side are doing a drag race fantasy league. So we're also competing and putting bets against who we think are going to be the top queens of the week to get us some points. So far, Welington and Edward, members of our podcast, are in first place, which whatever. I will say this episode specifically opened my eyes to Willow, because I thought she was pretty eccentric and an interesting queen for sure, someone to look out to. But I think if I was the other girls, I'm like, I would be like, hold up, we need to keep an eye out for Willow.
Yeah, you would be like, keep an eye out for her.
But I love Willow and Cornbread's relationship, like that friendship, that sisterhood is everything.
That exchange they had. That was nice. When they had showed a clip, like RuPaul's Drag Race Twitter account had put up a clip of that exchange, and it was like so cute. So Cornbread was like, I love you, Willow, like you my baby. And then Willow replied, girl, you fucked that fabric up, but I didn't have the heart to tell you I love you though, baby.
So it's real. It's not like a forced friendship. It's like, it's relatable.
Yes, I love them though. They're so cute. And also I like how what's her name? Cornbread shared that like a lot of the queens don't talk to Willow, so don't really know Willow and like the extent of her disease that she has. So I think it's so beautiful of Cornbread to just be doing that for her. Because also like I wouldn't have expected Cornbread to even like give a shit to like sit there and talk to someone and like really get to know them like that. I thought like she's the loud queen, she's the queen to be like bitches beware type of thing. But no, like it's a deeper person than the, I guess, character that she puts out there at times, which I really, really love. I'm obsessed with Cornbread. Like, I would put all my money down on her. She's gonna be one to watch out for.
Yeah.
Even though she disappointed me.
Yeah. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with Cornbread this week. I really expected her to bring a lot more. And I think with that being said, maybe we should start going over, like, what were your favorite looks? What worked for you this week? What didn't work for you in terms of the look? Raymond, did you have any favorites?
Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do is my top 2 favorites and then my bottom 2. And then we can just go like that, because I am not gonna sit here and go through every single look. I am absolutely. This is overwhelming. But in regards to my favorite looks, This queen, I feel like people are not giving her enough credit or they're overlooking her. But Miss Jasmine Kennedy, I think she ate that red look up. Like she ate that fucking red look up. Like, oh my God. The way that I think it was also like the way that she served it more than anything was like just everything. She came out here in the character. She was like with her little lobster hands. Like she was so freaking cute to me. I loved it. And I just thought that it really kind of fit her body well. Just like the what she was trying to sell gave me old Hollywood glam. I love the wig. It was gorgeous. So definitely one of my top looks. Another one of my top looks for me was what is her name? Alyssa Hunter, surprisingly.
Oh wow.
Her
leopard
leopard
surprised
look.
to hear that.
Her leopard look, I thought she looked gorgeous. I didn't like the wig. Personally, I feel like she should have done like a different wig.
Oh, I thought it was cute. I liked that. I thought it was fun.
I don't know. I feel like the color was too close to what she was wearing, so it looked like a piece of fabric was on her head. It was like, oh no.
Gotcha.
So it threw me off, but she looked gorgeous. She gave me like a Puerto Rican mafia queen. Don't mess with her. She will beat you
Cocaina
up.
queen.
Like she is definitely working with Carlos Escobar. Is that his name?
Carlos Escobar or Pablo Escobar?
Oh, shit. You know what the straights say. But yes, they're definitely working hand in hand with this look. Bottom for me.
Really quick, I agree with the I think Jasmine, that's why I ended up putting her as a fourth option for the league, because she is someone that's being underlooked. And she really did bring it. I wish she would have done some different colors for the red, white, and blue, but it still served. It was the same color, but she showed that she can give a different outfit with it, and she did that.
And just honorable mention for the for my tops, Diabetes. I loved her red look. I thought that she served a gorgeous little character, like a little schoolgirl. Her makeup was looking so cute. Her wig was on point for me. I loved it. But whatever. Bottom two. First of all, like, I feel like if you are coming and making history on the platform that it is, RuPaul's Drag Race, you need to be on your P's and Q's, and you need to make sure that you are out here at the forefront. With that being said, Miss Maddy Morphosis, this weird astrology piece,
right?
Giving me children's blanket that you put together.
The moon from like Rent. Like I liked it. It just again no.
But Edward lock off, Jam.
I could not believe that she actually had the.
Now you liked it.
I liked it. It was flat, but it was cute.
Well, I can't wait to see what you thought
would be that it was eggshell and not white. It wasn't white. It was eggshell and gold.
It was
she don't disgusting. Know the damn difference.
She better not ever do that again in front of my face. The other one was, I'm sorry, June. Like, I don't want to kick you while you're down, but what gets me mad is that people pay for this. Like, I get if the one that you sew is not that good, but the one that you paid for, like Maddy Morphosis, you paid to get that done. Like, what? You paid someone to get that for you. And then June Jambalaya, you paid for that fabric. You paid for that look. You paid for that. You couldn't even walk in it. The girl couldn't even walk in it. She was stumbling. She got me tripping. Oh, stumbling. She was a mess in this look. I was in awe. And what pissed me off even more was that I'm hoping that the queens are trying things on before they put it in their bag. So you mean to you tried that on, you took a walk, and you didn't notice that you could not walk? You kidding me?
Right.
You couldn't trim it, hot glue gun it at least.
But give her a chance.
Oh, God.
Baby, what do you mean give her a chance? We gave her a chance at her talent show, and she gave us, the little like the pussy willows in the back and whatnot. But I wasn't gonna say for
not
this.
a pussy willow.
Whatever. Well, that was my top two, and my bottom two.
Well, we have similar bottoms.
Ooh.
Ended up putting June on my bottom. I think the wig reveal was cute and whatnot, but it just looked sloppy, and I think again it looked a lot like her talent show look, her CNTs, and all we're missing is you and talent. And I'm sorry to say, like, I know we sound harsh, and it'll be completely different. Maybe one day we all need to put ourselves in drags and really like.
I know, right, and really understand it.
But someone I didn't expect to be at the bottom for me this week was Bosco. And the reason I say this is because I want a different silhouette.
But she wasn't in the bottom.
On my bottom.
Safe. Oh,
my personal.
Get him, Edward. Get him.
I'm giving my personal bottom. And the reason I say is because when are we going to hear Michelle say, stop relying on that body? And the reason I say is, if a big queen was to wear what she wears out there, they will get dragged. They'll be like, oh, it doesn't fit your body, etc. Blah, blah, blah.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Doesn't fit their bodies. She knows what looks good on her body. She knows what she can put on. So I think she ate.
If we look at her outfits from episode 1 to now, they're all the same. It's like it's not a bodysuit, but it's like it's a tight fit. It just looks the same with a different pattern on it and different colors. And her makeup, I feel like obviously everyone's gonna have that makeup that is their signature look, but I felt like the horns that she had.
This wasn't her best, I will say.
Yeah,
at least.
I mean, that's what she was safe. It wasn't like to go home, but I just think eventually she's gonna have to stand out because she could get lost in the background.
Safe isn't enough, though.
Yep.
Whatever. Who else was in your bottom?
Oh, well, and then June. So it was June and Bosco on the bottom and top. Willow, again, I think from besides like the emotional connection they're trying to build us up with Willow, I think she served variety in her looks, and I got to see her as like not just the Jinx Monsoon of the season, but I'm like, oh shit, like you're Willow Pill. You know, you're not a big pill, you're a Willow Pill. Oh my God.
We hear that enough on the show. Edward.
I'm like, please.
Like, he dragging it.
No, Rue was gonna carry, I'm telling you. And then again, Alyssa Hunter, I think she came to eat. Her zebra look was enjoyable, and it's something that was like royalty.
I didn't mind it, honestly.
The bridal look, I think it's hard to make patterns look like that. And for her, she made it look regal. She made it, she rocked it. Still gave pageant queen, and I know she don't like that, but
she was going off
there. And I wanted to give her, her flowers for that, because the first two we was chopping her down, but this one I have to commend.
She made up. But also, I don't know if you guys noticed, she got 0 screen time.
Well, she also,
I don't think her personality gives. That's why.
Yeah, I think she's very like, she knows the cameras are there, so I don't know. She
the camera.
I said this. I don't know if it was with you guys. Well, I think that Alyssa's definitely gonna be one of those
people beside us.
Snaps at her, she's ready to snap back. She's just on go right now, and I feel like maybe if she ends up staying a few more weeks, we'll get to see her like drop that wall. Because right now she's giving very much like I'm on
coasting.
I agree.
What about you, Eli? Tops
and
bottoms?
You know what? I think I'm like literally on the same page with you guys in terms of the bottoms. June, she really tried it. Like those outfits, like just go home, just leave. Like I didn't like it. I feel like it was once again she was unprepared. Like you said, like okay. First of all, I don't want to be too hard on these people now, okay? Because it's a lot to get up on national television, and also June. I don't know. I feel like she hasn't been doing drag for that long.
Well, she doesn't have a drag family, she said. So
So I mean, I gotta cut her some slack because I feel like, give her like a little bit of a break. So I'll give her that much, but still, June was on my bottom for me. I didn't really like any of the looks. One of the looks I felt like was just a regular girl I went to my college with, my community college with, like that I sat next to in school. So like, that I was cool with. Like we would cackle, but like step it up. So June, I just was not a fan of whatsoever. And the other one that like off with their head again, I know I feel like I used that joke last week, but like Maddy Morphosis, go home. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Maddy.
Y'all are being heterophobic as fuck.
No, it's not heterophobic.
Don't you dare even try that with me.
As a hetero man, I'm offended.
Girl.
Okay, Mr. Girl.
You can barely walk a straight line. Get out of my face.
I didn't like any of the looks. I felt like she like looked like a regular old plain Jane girl. Like she looked like literally like just a man who was dressed up as a woman. Like I didn't feel like there was any effort whatsoever. And a lot of these girls are coming out there, like you said, spending money, like going hard, and they're really giving their all. And I feel like Maddy's just giving like, it's just very lackluster for me.
It's what we said. It's missing. It's missing. That.
And I feel like I just feel like bringing Maddy on the show was just so calculated on Rue's behalf. I'm sorry, Rue, but I just feel like they did it more to like have a wow factor on the show as to really. I don't know. I don't really.
Where's the wow? We're missing the wow factor.
Right, exactly.
Bring a straight person in to bring wow factor.
Like wow presents nothing. Like what?
Not y'all making my joke funny, Chair. No, but I just feel like, you know, and like Rue's trying to give I don't think Rue's trying to give an opportunity to straight men who want to do drag. I thought he thought that people were gonna be like, wow, just like he brought the straight woman, you know, the cisgender woman on the Drag Race UK, and I thought it was the same thing. So Maddy and June need to pack their shit and go. I don't want to give any spoilers for whoever hasn't watched the episode already, but both of them need to pack their shit.
Maybe this is the spoiler.
This is a recap, and I think with June, again, I like her as a person from what we got to see in the confessionals and in the room and whatnot.
Very sweet girl.
But I think she just needs some alteration, and I would love to see her like as she grows. You know, it's definitely someone I would tune in and like observe and enjoy, because it wasn't that she wasn't enjoyable. It's just she didn't compete where she didn't compare.
Well, also, I feel like another thing I noticed in talking to you guys is that I feel like we haven't got it, like we didn't get a big enough reaction from the rest of the girls as to like Maddy being a straight male on the show. Like I feel like it was very looked over. That's my opinion. Like I don't feel like enough of the girls were like, what? Like really? Like, because I mean, I don't feel like that's something you see on a daily basis. So for them, it seemed very normal.
But I think
unless it was edited out.
The purpose was also, I think, to show how like when a straight person, I guess, is coming out in that situation, he was uncomfortable, but it's also like, it's not a big deal. Like, you are who you are, and we have more things in common in this room than we do right. You know? So it's also, I feel like, a play for like when queer people come out, whatever they come out as or identify as, you know, that it's like, hear it, accept it, honor it, and like move on with your life, and I'm gonna move on with mine. You know,
so like it doesn't have to be this whole big thing like that. The other side likes to make it. So like when queer people come out, it's like, like no, it's to prove like, okay, cool, you did that, that's fine. Like you have great intention. I also think that it was calculated, but like in the sense of like, okay, we bring someone who is cisgendered and identifies as straight and does drag, you know, we want to make sure that it's someone who respects it and someone who gets it, you know, who's going to come in here and not be like, yeah, I run this shit, what's good? No, I think he definitely has done his research and he appreciates the art form that is
he was doing his research. He was looking at pit crew.
Right. I also like, it makes me uncomfortable. I hope that they stop like making those side comments where, oh, I think he's changing, I think he's getting gay. I'm like, but just let him rock. Like,
I think it's funny because of the fact,
I think everybody's thinking it a little bit though.
We obviously
he is trying. Like, it's okay if we're gonna be able to accept this person. Like, okay, let's not push this gay agenda on him and let him rock. You know, that's my personal opinion. But you know me, the opinionated queen.
Well, let me talk about my tops for the week. So, I feel like I'm a little surprised I didn't hear you guys mention Angeria. I thought she did such an amazing job.
She did good, but like
her looks was. Wait, you said she didn't?
She did good. I just did not like her white look.
But that's the one that. That's the one that I felt received the most praise. Like Carson said, he thought that was one of like the best looks he's seen on Drag Race so far.
I feel like we need to have a separate episode where we just talk about the judging panel because they're losing it. Like they are not okay. But
well, I think there's also like, I mean, we don't know nothing, but it's not. I don't feel like the Michelle and Rue energy like bouncing off of one another. Maybe it's that damn like plastic screen they got in between them.
They're old now.
Maybe they're just doing too many shows.
They're old, girl. They're
like
old.
Michelle was doing the singing show. Then they do UK as well, don't they?
Yeah, they also do Down Under.
So maybe like tank is empty.
But Rue was key in this episode. He had to have been off.
Okay, let's talk about
he was
there's no way that he was off coffee enemas.
Bugging. He was wilding. Like
he was on one.
He was on that E.
He was on something that had him twirling because he would, first of all, would not shut up. And then he would say one thing and it was like, like the whole Maddy Morphosis thing. I was like, all right, this is awkward. I wouldn't even know.
Then there was I feel like Michelle was trying to cover for him a couple of times.
It's like, this is caffeine. This is
that caffeine. That pill. Like backstage, she's probably like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you
like,
good?
What's your problem? You need to get, I hope that G check him and then for the rest of the season, they like have him sedated.
G check him. He was
not sedated. He might be looking still like he had. Remember we were laughing at how still Rue was during the performance.
Yes.
You know, just like everybody's like, what's the name of the girls, Raymond? What's the name of the girls?
Oh, okay. So just to give everybody insight,
because I'm
Eli and his boyfriend are relatively new to the RuPaul's Drag Race fanatic.
Huge fans, but like still new to the game, okay?
So yeah, Eli is like now obsessed, and then Kevin, his boyfriend, is slowly but surely becoming more and more obsessed. So we were going over some of our favorite lip syncs.
Wait, Kevin's
one of the
listening
most
to the song
iconic
right now as we talk.
Kool-Aid versus Sasha Velour. So he saw that moment where like they took off. She took off.
Yes,
that's what reeled them in.
So yes, so she was saying like when that happens, everybody's going crazy, but then you see Rue in his chair just sitting there,
like a mannequin, like just there,
not a move, like nothing.
It was probably a whole different shot,
but it must have been because he was just there, like what? So yeah, we're saying that he needs to be like that. They need to sedate him. They need to give him a little to calm it down. Because
okay, let me say my last look, Josh, so we can move on from this. My
it's like I'm over it.
Chef's kiss, like actual literal kiss, if I could. Not on the lips though, Jeff. We're not trying to make Kevin upset now. I thought Georges was gorgeous this episode. The only one I didn't like I wish I could choose the two of her looks as my top two, but we said we were gonna do one and one. But I didn't like her wedding look. I thought it looked a little like cheapy.
A mess.
But
it was a mess.
The white dress. Oh my god! Like Ariana Grande
flag.
Listen, I love the white dress. I thought it was so beautiful. The makeup was so done. The ponytail was amazing.
That wig,
amazing. Like they fucking stole Ariana Grande's like hairstylist, like her stylist, like I thought she looks so good. And then I also did like the red outfit too, though. Like I remember watching the video and the walk and the sass and the whole like persona, like the afro.
I didn't like that. I could see her.
Her, what, like hairline?
Yeah, what is it called? The clearance? The
little checkerboard? No, not the checkerboard.
No, when they put like the lace, you can see the lace front, like it was clockable.
Oh.
It's supposed to be nicely blended and like cut correctly, but I can see where the lace.
I was distracted by the makeup and the look. I wasn't looking all.
Yeah, but that's why I'm here to keep everybody in check.
And you're keeping me in check too. Oh my god. Okay, so I just looked at it again, and you're right. You could see it. Hold on. But like, damn, like that doesn't overshadow all the other like hard work she put in.
Let me see if I can.
Damn, give her a break. I really hope that Georges takes it. Oh shit. Oh, I thought that was me typing. I'm like, oh my god. I really hope that Georges takes it far. Like I thought she was like, I just think that she's so good. I feel like she's so talented. She's so beautiful. I don't know if the personality is there, but I don't feel like she's getting much camera time either.
Well, there's something about her diction as well that's like a little bit off.
Well, no, sometimes what they do is if a queen is gonna be on longer in the season, they give them less camera time in the beginning, so that we're still getting to know them later on down the season. So that's gonna be a sign of it that she's gonna make it towards the end.
Interesting.
Drag Race.
Hey, Edward, I like that. I wasn't aware of that, but I do like that.
Look at my shared screen. You see?
Oh, that's a woman. That is a woman.
No, but he's pointing out the wig of all things. He's trying to show the wig, Jay.
Really?
Look at the body. Look at the body. Look at the shoes, the gold shoes, the hoop earrings, the makeup. Look at the makeup. Like, what? This is okay. We're like looking at pictures, so we're looking at Georges with her red dress. Great, like beautiful. I don't know. I loved it. So. Top looks for the week. The winner. Okay, we know that Willow Pill, she won. I guess it was
well deserved.
Not deserved.
I don't think it was. I don't want to say it was not deserved. I think she did a great job. I don't think that she deserved to win though. So yeah, I guess
variety. These other bitches were 1-0.
Look who was in the top three. Georges and Chiu, like one of them deserved it.
Okay. Agreed with that.
I'm reaching?
No. I agree with those two statements. If not Willow Pill, then those two were great.
Because Raymond had a situation going on.
I just find it comical that we're sitting here and actually saying that Willow Pill deserved to win. I just didn't see it for her.
So who Alyssa?
Ain't no we. That was Edward.
I think Angeria probably should have won, personally. If not, then honestly, Jasmine Kennedy 8 for me. Honestly.
I don't know, the claws were cute, but it I don't know, it's kind of costumey, I feel.
I just didn't like Willow Pill's black dress, honestly.
Me neither.
Oh!
I thought that they kind of beasted that. Like I felt like they gassed it up, and it wasn't like.
Excuse me? Y'all are
okay, Nikki. Excuse me.
Okay. No, what that black on black was everything. It looked so
like gold looked so cheap to me. I didn't.
But yet again, Miss Shell said she liked it, and so did I. Maybe it's just a jersey thing. It gave.
I liked her first look where she had like the white and like the zebra print colors.
The little orange thing.
Very cunt. She looked gorgeous, but I didn't like the black one. And then the final one, I didn't like the pants. Ooh.
The black latex, like
I didn't like that.
Wait a minute, can you pull it up? Can you pull it up again?
I didn't like that
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The way that her legs. The way that her legs looked, I was so disappointed, honestly.
I love the way the legs looked and the way it flowed, and especially coming on that stage after June, where June was stumbling and trembling on her fabric. This one was like, it was so.
I just felt like I don't know, but I will give her credit that they made it. So, okay. But,
and baggy latex, not everyone could pull that off.
It's mid.
For a reason, though.
It wasn't that good. It just wasn't cute.
The only thing I liked about this particular outfit was the little like mesh over the eyes. I thought that was a nice little touch. That was a nice detail.
Up here, gorgeous. Like arms, her upper body looked gorgeous. Off the shoulder, gorgeous. But it wasn't reading wedding dress to me. It wasn't reading. It just wasn't giving to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much. But whatever. They like her. She won. What can I do? I'm not.
It's mid.
It's mid. Literally, the girls on the blogs are saying it was mid. So this is
the blogs are chatting, but
so Willow wind up walking away with the win this episode, and Edward agrees. Me and Raymond are a little bit on the fence. Well,
right.
Raymond is on the other side of the fence. I'm on the fence still.
Favoritism.
And in our bottom three, we had June Jambalaya, Orion Story, and shockingly, Maddy Morphosis. What do you guys think about that?
Shockingly?
Orion needs to start.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
I was gonna say like
a new child.
I wasn't surprised. I was very upset by her critiques about the last one that they said it was too busy, and I thought it was perfect. I was so upset about that. I think that was
her bralette. It was like her pull it up the picture, because the bra, it just didn't. The top piece, it looked like her boobs were on her shoulders.
But isn't this the one that he said he paid vintage? Not vintage. Homage to his mom with this.
Yes.
Out of respect, I really won't even comment and say it looks a mess. I wasn't a fan. I'll just leave it there.
I just think you could pay homage to someone and not do it any justice. But I think that he did really good.
Amen.
I'm saying, but I think she did really good. I loved it. And one thing that we need to
love this look?
I love it. I think what we need to keep an eye out for.
Says a lot about your taste.
Or Orion.
And the quality of those glasses, Jane.
I think she looks so good. I think we need to look out for her padding. This is a girl who knows how to pad. Her silhouette is always on point, and she paints herself really well. So I personally am becoming a fan of her. And I just don't appreciate that y'all are coming for her.
Raymond, baby.
Baby, let's
look at Kobe looked disgusting though, but I don't.
Oh my God, they didn't really like her. I feel.
No, I was not. I wasn't. Safe was okay.
Safe was okay.
Right. And
I feel like instead of Orion Story, I would have put. I hate to say it.
Don't you dare say.
I hate to say it. I think I would have put cornbread in the bottom.
Yes, I agree.
Hold on. Let me see her looks again. Hold on. Refresh my memory.
I'm sorry. I think that her first look was just okay to me. Like it just didn't. I get what she was going though. She was trying to be like this whole like safari person.
Oh, the hair.
No, but it looks like
it's okay. Like I'm not mad at her kind of what's that guy called? That guy who travels the world.
Irwin?
I guess Steve Irwin. Yeah, we could say Steve Irwin. She was giving Steve Irwin, whatever. Cool.
But does this give fashion whatsoever? No. Like that looks like a regular like office manager you would see. Like that.
No.
This is,
okay.
And then what is this?
I liked her white look with the print. I just did not like that wet hair. It was flat. It gave very one-dimensional. This look right here, it gave the all black dress.
The second look, it reminded me of her promo look when she had the briefcase and she was in the arcade room. Literally the same type of material and look. So that's why I was like a little disappointed because I was like, girl, you literally look the same as your promo a little bit.
Oh my God, look that comment said the eye thing is getting old real fast. And I was going to say that. I kind of agree. Like, okay, like I really think Corbett is really going to try to ride on her personality and her sense of humor to maybe, I mean, it's kind of early on to say that, but I'm hoping she doesn't rely on that to get her through the season because.
Well, that's kind of like Bag of Trips with the much better.
Yeah.
Carried with it. So
I love Cornbread though. I think she is amazing, but I just think this episode I would have put her in the bottom.
The animal print bridal couture, it gave me like an off-Broadway performance of like Snow White.
Yeah, it was a mess
with a very low budget.
Horrible. And look at how the hem is too. But the thing is that she can sell it because of her personality. Like she's funny, so it's like okay.
That's
cool.
the difference from her and June. Well, June went on that stage and you saw it in her face. She didn't believe in herself.
Right. She knew that.
Again, it goes to show if you have the confidence, you can sell it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have put her in my bottom, but all in all, I am in accordance with the tops and the bottoms.
You can put anybody in your bottom.
I love a good bottom. But then.
So I mean. Orion's story winds up being safe, and June and Maddy battle it out, which was like a very hot mess of a.
You know how like we were just talking about how Sasha Velour's like lip sync was up here and was like that moment. Yeah. Whatever the opposite and the furthest bottom far away from that was
like extremely.
It was crazy because it progressively got worse. And like I'm cringing as I watch this. I'm like, she chose to do. And then
but then what took me out was when she started hopping around the stage. I'm like, girl, you couldn't think of any other dance moves? Like, do one of the African moves you did for the dance. Like, do something. But that hopping around was not it.
That's my thing. Is like she was putting her heart into it, but I'm like, oh, like I see your soul and I see you're putting in your all. If you were dancing in my living room,
right.
And then like the wig, and I was like, I know this bitch ain't take off her wig, but then she had the wig reveal, and I was like, okay, she should have started off with this wig. It looked cute, but then the dress was coming down, and then like, why wouldn't you pick up the fabric and like throw it in the air? And let's also say the song choice wasn't the best. We love you, Kylie.
I disagree. I thought they could have turned that song out, and I think that June towards the end, even though she was running like twirling around and dancing and it looked a little bit messy, but I was like, if she was to do that but in her full outfit, I think it would have saved her because she was giving that energy that the song demanded. Absolutely. But she was, first of all, off rip. I hate when I can see what's coming next. Girl, I saw that wig under that wig. I knew you were gonna do a wig reveal.
You knew that was gonna come?
It was like that shit sliding off. I was like, how dare you? That's one. Two, her
I guess I need to put Raymond in drag. I want to see you because you talk a game, bitch.
I feel like I daydream about this. Like if I was to ever like get into Drag Race, these girls will be scared.
Will they? I have a ton shit of makeup. We're gonna all hang out together, and I want to see you
drag me up.
And I'm gonna read you down the way you read these girls.
I feel like I'm just saying though, because if I was to get onto Drag Race, first of all, that's like the Olympics of drag. How dare you? How dare you? How very dare you?
Well, maybe that's the Olympics of drag, but we're gonna start our own little competition. Maybe we'll post something on our page, on the Instagram page.
Oh my God. Okay, I don't care. I will serve a love. Me and June can go at it, okay? Because her
girls got
her dress was falling before as soon as she did like the first note.
Oh, what? True.
No,
and why wouldn't she like have again hot glue gun if you don't know how to staple or not staple if you don't know how to sew the freaking that fabric the bra or it was choices were made and they were the wrong ones.
So and then Maddy, I thought Maddy tried. You can tell that she is not the most coordinated and doesn't have a really good sense of rhythm, but she really did try, and I think it was well deserved. And she kept it together, even though she was slipping over this fabric that was all over the floor. I thought it was good. I thought, very well done.
I feel like Maddy, like you said, like Maddy actually like put forth some effort, but I also feel like Maddy only won because June did so bad.
Was such a mess,
Had somebody else gone on that stage, I think they would have sent Maddy home. So like Maddy, dodged the bullet this week just because June was that much of a hot mess.
On the table. If it were down to Orion and Maddy, who would have then won that?
I think Orion would have took it, and I actually would have wanted Orion to stay, even though I'm not the biggest fan. I would have rather them send Maddy home.
Now, what if we would have gotten another rematch between June and Orion? Do you think June would?
I thought they were gonna push that story because they love.
It was too obvious.
Well, I think two thoughts. I don't think June is quite ready for the competition yet. I think that she wants to be there, like mentally, but she's not ready. Like sometimes in life we want things, but we're not maybe necessarily ready for it.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's at that point. And also I feel like I kind of feel like if I was June, like how you send somebody home and then they come back and now you go home. Like even though he didn't, like she wasn't sent home by the person she sent home, I feel like that's the biggest gag. Like
it pretty much was
safe, and then you're like basically the first one to go home essentially. You know, I feel like that's a huge slap in the face. Oh my god, but I'm like super glad we brought this up because I feel like we can talk about the chocolate bar now.
Oh, let's get into it.
I don't know if you girls know, but the chocolate bar is actually not chocolate. It's a plastic piece of plastic. Like it's just plastic.
Well, I wanted to think it was a chocolate bar, Raymond. So thank you. Like
thank you for ruining that.
Yeah. I'm sorry to ruin anybody's fantasies out there, but it was not
not fantasy.
But I understood why, because if like they were out here dancing and twirling, they're probably getting hot as hell, and then the chocolate would melt and their tetas.
But like, why they also give them that damn chocolate bar to hold on the entire time?
Right. That part.
A little lipstick, and now it's still I'm like, bitch, uncomfortable, like to keep under my distant boob. But
I said, if that was me with the chocolate bar, what I would do is at the beginning of my lip sync is rip it apart, see if it's golden. And if it's not, then twirl that shit like crazy. But if it's golden, I'm like, oh girl, I got.
Yeah, but you're gonna be eliminated if you.
I know. I'm like, cut the camera, got it. He's disqualified.
I think we touched base on this last week or maybe on our own as we were chit-chatting. But if there is a queen who opens the chocolate bar before an elimination, who do you think that queen will be? Like, because that's temptation right there. Like, you don't know if that's your last life. So who do you think has it? And who do you think will check just to see if they have it before it's their moment and get eliminated or disqualified?
I think the girl who has it is one of the front runners. So I think Cornbread, Georges, Willow, or Angeria have it.
I feel like someone in the middle that's like maybe not like Cornbread is, I feel like right now a face of the season. So I feel like someone like Jasmine can end up having it, or Lady Camden. Like someone that's gonna gag us. Not that they have no control, because if they really left it up to like fate to picking your own chocolate bar, it'll just be what it is. But I feel like it's someone we do not expect.
Because what if this was like the first person to have the chocolate bar? Like, you know, that'll ruin the suspense for the rest of the season. So I feel like they are.
Who the fuck is Deja Sky?
Deja Sky is the one that was in the bottom last episode, and she was singing "Fall, Fall."
You know who Deja is?
Irrelevant.
Wait, but let me ask you guys this. So, I mean, obviously, we are under the impression that this whole like chocolate thing is random and they don't know. But like, do you think that the producers / Rue like purposely are giving somebody like the golden thing to like save them? Or do you think they each have one and nobody knows who's the safe and who isn't?
I think that they are not low.
You think that they're aware of who has the golden one, like the producers?
Sure. For sure.
I mean, the producers have to know once they signed that clipboard, they know who has it at that point. But I don't think the judges know, because
I think that so this is how I think it went down. I think the producers were like, okay, this is the one that has it, like this chocolate bar. So watch the queens randomly pick it, cool, yeah. But they saw who picked it. So now I think what they're gonna do is make sure that person makes it far enough to build up this like tension and like sense of like, oh my god, who has it?
Right.
And then like even if that person deserves to be in the bottom, they're gonna make sure that they can skew it and edit it so to their advantage. Yeah. But then right towards like the end, I would say like when there's like 4 or 5 more episodes left is when they'll let the queen be in the bottom and be like, okay.
And there's only one.
They're gonna do a tug at her heart, and it's gonna come down to, let's say, like Willow and Cornbread battling it out, and then one of them have it, and then they're like, Willow, you're safe, and then Cornbread has her moment, like rah 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 rah, opens her chocolate bar, and she's safe. It's gonna come down to 2 strong.
I hope not. That's like predictable. I feel like it's good. Like I think it's good for TV, but I feel like it's predictable, and I kind of feel like they're not gonna give it like. What you guys are saying, I agree. I don't think they're gonna get rid of the chocolate like episode 4, and then it just kills all the momentum for it. Like, okay, we don't care about the chocolate no more. Like, we want to wait toward later on in the season to see it. But you think there's only one goal?
Yes.
You know, do you think there's only one?
Yes.
There has to only be one. Like, I think it'll definitely be at the end of the season because every episode we're gonna be like, damn the chocolate bar, damn the chocolate bar. Oh,
Right, exactly.
And it's gonna be like episode 13, 14 that we're gonna be like,
the chocolate bar. This is the chocolate bar episode. Like, yeah.
Like, if it was to be next week, I would be mad. Like, what?
Right, exactly. It's too early.
We'll see.
When did you see?
only Willy Wonka knows the truth.
Only Willow Pillow knows.
We will pale.
Willy Wonka.
What do you guys think of Christine Chiu?
Who?
The judge. Yeah. Christine who? Right, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't really know of her prior to the show. I had to Google her. She's like the wife of a really popular / like high-end plastic surgeon. But she also has come, she's on a show called Bling Empire. She's come to like make her own name for herself. But I don't know. I didn't really think she was a big name in this world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I didn't feel like she was good enough.
Well, good for her. Next.
Shout out to her. New opportunities. We love it.
I have to give a little foreshadow for next episode. I'm kind of like excited to see JLo on episode 4.
Wow.
She's just making a show. JLo is out here selling vitamins on TV. She is going through.
She's doing anything that will.
They said who?
Cash check.
They said who better to judge a lip sync than J-Lo?
I hope she don't listen to this, Edward. She
Love
might be
you,
listening
J-Lo.
to this on her way to, rehearsal or something. So you better help Chiu check you.
Oh my god.
Okay,
All right, guys. I think we covered everything. I guess we covered all the looks. We talked about what we loved and what we didn't love so much. We talked about our infamous chocolate bar. How about I say we close it off with our Shantae and our sachet of the week. Edward, you want to start us off?
Well, I think we all kind of know where we're going with this. I think, yes, June, we'll have to see you another month, another episode, another season. This wasn't it. And my
Another era.
If it wasn't Willow, the person who won this week, I would have to Jasmine Kennedy because I think she's being undermined. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm rooting. How about you?
Sachet.
What you?
Oh, you said June's your
I
sachet.
said June.
No,
I think that's unanimous.
Sachet and then Shantae, Jasmine.
Well, she already sausage, so like if it wasn't her, who then?
If it wasn't her, then
While she's down.
It wasn't her, then who?
I would have to say, I would have to say, and this is kind of a stretch. You know what? I was gonna say Bosco, but I'm gonna change it to Deja Sky, and it's just because I just saw again who she was, and I'm like, she hasn't wowed me.
Raymond, what about you? Ooh. That look wasn't bad. It was just the hair. The purple didn't really go with the red. Anyway.
That Deja, I love you, but like, girl. But my Shantae, will definitely have to be Miss Jasmine Kennedy. I just feel like she really did good this episode, and they just kind of they're pushing an agenda on her that she won't shut the hell up. Like, she's a girl who doesn't know how to talk, like stop talking, and that she's a young queen. I feel like they're giving her that narrative, like the annoying narrative, but I'm like, she gives, and she's so sweet, and she's funny. I like her. So, not my baby girl. And then my sachet would definitely, I was hoping that June did better in the lip sync because I am over Maddy Morphosis after this weird astrological moon stars look. Like, that made me uncomfortable. So
She was reaching for the moon and the stars.
She was reaching for her dear life.
Well, she's forgetting that she's reaching for the crown.
She
Further and further away.
period. And she's getting further and further from the wind.
Period.
So yeah, that'll be my sachet.
Bye. So I think it's pretty like obvious. My Shantae would have to go to Georges, and I feel like she's doing so well. I guess I could just say I'm proud of her, and I hope she continues to succeed. I feel like sometimes I see people do so good, and I'm like, like I don't want them to win, but I feel like I want her to succeed. I really want her to go far in the competition. So my Shantae is gonna have to be for Gorgeous, and then I think my sachet. I'm expecting myself to say somebody that I don't like, Maddy. I'm gonna just switch it up on Maddy. I'm gonna give Maddy a break, and I'm gonna give
Let her breathe.
Let her breathe for a second, Chair. You know what? I'm gonna have to say my sachet of the week, and this is not necessarily based off of looks, but I just think thus far I'm gonna have to say Alyssa Hunter, and the only reason I say that is because I really want her to bring it. Like, let your walls down. Let us see the true you. Like,
we challenge you, Alyssa Hunter.
Right, like every episode could be your last episode. So, like, don't have any reservations, unless this is really who she is. Unless she really is kind of like, like has resting bitch face and kind of cold. But I want to see some personality. I want to see you bring some life to your character. So she's gonna be my Sasha. I want her to do well. I think she
benefit
looks
of the
great.
doubt on her end. I think it's just that the language barrier, like at times, gets in her way of showing her true.
Well, so you think if she was like in a Latin race, she would like excel better?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because when I hear her speak in English, I think about it in Spanish, and I'm like, "Oh, that was funny." But
right.
when I read it in English, it don't hit the same.
So yeah,
that's happening with the acting challenge next week that's coming up. I think that might be her moment.
I hope that she hones into Yara Sofia. She would say things you didn't even know what the heck she was saying, but she was hilarious, and she was such she is so well known.
I don't see Alyssa doing that. I see her trying to speak English and like struggling and fumbling with it a little bit. I hope not. I wish her the best, but I guess we're gonna have to see.
And we're all ESL, so we can say shit like this.
Not I, Chair. But I'm working on it. Maybe by the end of this podcast, by the end of the season, I will have reached my full potential in terms of my Spanish speaking ability.
Okay, so your Spanish word of the podcast is reina. You know what that means? Reina.
Is that like woman?
Oh, I mean, yes, it's a woman.
It's like a term of endearment, no?
I
like
can
Reina.
Wait, you don't speak Spanish, Eli, at all?
No, I'm not Spanish.
What's your nationality and ethnicity?
I'm half black and half white. I'm half Albanian and then I'm half black.
I did not know that.
But but honestly, I feel like over the last couple of years, my Spanish has really increased. Like, my partner is Spanish and being around his family, and then like, just want to practice and just familiarize myself, and then like I just feel like career-wise, it's a great like thing to know. So I'm learning and I like it.
It's because you got that little flow to your voice, so I thought like
Okay. No, all right. Okay.
No,
I really want to learn
all of these things about
means queen.
And you already know we brought the tea, you decide the shade, baby.
Period.
All right, guys. I think that might be a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning into another week of The Tuck. We really look forward to chatting with you guys next week. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Mwah.
This is... Mwah.